everybody, this is Dan for GemmyD on Cars. Now I'm back at Sun Motors BMW, my favorite place to go record videos, and we are taking a look at a pretty cool car today. It is used. It is a 2019 BMW M2 Competition. This is the best of the 2 Series line of BMW. They're small, rear-wheel drive sports car. This car actually has a detuned version of the M3 engine. It's a 3-liter twin-turbo V6, or straight 6, 405 horsepower in a car that is this small. So we're just going to poke around this car. We're not going to get to take it out on the road just because they like to keep the miles low. But I just did an exhaust video. I just did a startup, and that sounded fantastic. So take a listen to that here. We all know that I'm a fan of BMWs, and I'm thinking that this is pretty much the perfect BMW. Aside from the 625 horsepower M5 Competition, which is right over there, I'm thinking this is pretty much the perfect sports car that BMW makes today. It just looks so good in this color and with the pipes and everything. Yeah, I just really love this car, just the size and the general proportions. Now this car is used. This is a 2019. This is only $60,000, and for my money, $60,000 is a lot of money, but it will surely get you a lot of cars. So let's take a look. Now, I want to talk about the styling of this car. Now, this is the refreshed, updated competition version of the M2, which is, like I said before, BMW's smallest car. You can see the clear bar right there. This is a used car with just a little bit, finished in sunset orange. I hope you can hear me, it's a pretty windy day. Now, these are the competition wheels, which I think they look absolutely fantastic. The 19-inch Michelin tires. You've got an M2 specific little side blade there. You've got the M mirrors that look so good. But yeah, the proportions of this car, I've said before, are just so good. The 3 Series is a little more wider a little bit, but this car just looks so good. You've got a carbon fiber spoiler over here. We got a alarm going off. But yeah, just look how that little spoiler dips out there. Now, this car has the 4 exhaust pipes like before. Now, the only complaint I've heard about this car is that the muffler sticks down below so far there. But if you're really complaining about that, it's not too bad. There's the beautiful M2 competition badge. I love that they do these badges in black. But yeah, just look at the rear hips there. Just ever flared out so much. Now, moving around to the front. Now this is where it looks really good. Oh my gosh, you can see that beautiful orange color. I don't know if I've ever really wanted an orange car, but I think it fits this car well. But yeah, this is just one of the meanest looking front ends of a BMW. It just works. Okay, you've got the bigger kidney grills. The headlights are still detached from the kidney grills, unlike a bunch of other BMWs, like this car and that X5 right there. But just the front air dam and all the grills and the mesh and the blacked out, it just looks so good. You've got the famous BMW Angel Eyes here. There's so many different types of Angel Eyes now that BMW offers. Blacked out kidney grills, oh, they look so good. Yeah, I'm thinking this is a pretty perfect car. I think if I got one of these, I would want to get it in Estoril blue, or maybe that color. I think that's either San Marino blue. Let's go check. A Marina Bay blue, that's what it's called. Yeah, that is beautiful too. But yeah, what else is there to say about this car? Now, I just watched a video Car and Driver did that was between this car and the Toyota Supra and a Boxster 718 and a Mustang GT350, and sadly this car came 4th place. I really find it hard to believe. I mean, we know that the Supra is built with BMW, so I would for sure pick this car. I've never driven a Porsche or the Mustang, but just this car has the perfect amount of specs and performance. I myself wouldn't buy a Mustang, but that's just me. Now, if I had money for this car, I would buy this without a doubt. So let's take a look at the engine. Now, I've said before, when you open up a BMW, there's no messy latch to deal with. It just flips right up. So yeah, this is the 3-liter inline-6 twin-turbo, 405 horsepower in a car this small. That's quite an impressive number. Now, all M cars have this sort of carbon fiber brace around the engine, but oh baby, it looks so good. I love the bigger weave of the carbon fiber here. Yeah, that's how you know this is a true M car. That badge right there, and plus all the carbon fiber bits. So yeah, that is the heart of the beast right there. Now, this car will pretty much go 0 to 60 in about 4 seconds, which is pretty crazy too. I really hope you can hear me with all this traffic out here. But anyway, that is the heart of the beast right there, the M2 competition. So now let's take a look at the inside. Alright, going to the inside of the M2 competition. Now, you've got a really nice little kick plate right here, M2 competition. I love these seats. It's nice leather with little red stitching in it too, or orange, but also they've got the M2 badge there. I wonder if they'll ever do an M2 CS that have the holes in the seats like it had in the M3 CS. But yeah. One really nice touch of M cars is that on the steering wheel they have the M color stitching, which I think is a really nice touch. Now, I drove an M240, which was basically the sort of lighter, a little bit less power version of this car. This is the balls out, you know, track car. The M240 had still the same engine, less turbos, less horsepower, so it's really the same thing in that car. I'm getting hot, so let's start this bad boy up and then we'll talk about the interior. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. Now, this car has the ZF 8-speed automatic. The shift paddles feel very nice. They're nice metal. They're not like plastic. You can just hear the car drop down. Now, this car has the all-digital gauges like every other full-blown M car has. These paddles feel so good. But yeah, you've got sort of like a dry carbon fiber here, not like the glossy, which is nice right here. You can almost feel the weave when you put your fingers through it. So we've got that here on the doors, on the dash, on the doors itself. But yeah, that's kind of like a different feeling carbon fiber. You can really see, I don't know if you can tell, you can really see like the sort of the bumps in the weave. It's not like a gloss finish, which is nice and smooth. But yeah, you've got your same BMW characteristics of any other car. The iDrive controller down here with the system right up here. You've got nice 2 big gauges right there. I really wish I could get my hands on one of these to drive someday, but we're still lucky enough to have access to this car. So you got a back seat right here. It is not terribly big, but this is really a sports car. But you could fit your kids back here, or you know, a couple bags of luggage. Not a bad deal either way. Yeah, the reason why I like this car because it sticks to the BMW roots, and they said that this car was almost like the spiritual successor to the E30 M3, which sort of started the whole M thing back in the 80s. Because this is generally the same size, probably a little bit bigger. But yeah, this is just so nice. I've never seen carbon fiber like this in sort of like a dry finish with the weave. That's pretty cool. Whenever I see this shifter, it makes me think of an E60 M5 with the V10, because I think that was one of the first cars that had the shifter that looked exactly like that. So yeah, this is quite a little sports car. You don't have a sunroof here because I think you have the carbon fiber roof. So let's just give her a couple revs here. Yeah, the revs really, when it goes back down to idle, you can really hear it sort of disappear as far as sound goes. Now, I'm not going to say this is like a rip snorting, you know, doesn't sound like an absolute beast like, say, a Mustang GT350 would, but I'm sure you could fix that if you wanted to. Now, this car, like the M5 over there and the new X3M and X4M, it does have the M1 and M2 buttons. It's just not in bright red on either side of the steering wheel because I think those cars are brand new for 2020 and this is a 2019. So you have the M1 and M2 buttons over here that you can change and set up all the stuff that you want right there on the dash. It'll show you can change the steering and the throttle response and the exhaust. Yeah, you've got buttons down here too, steering. So yeah, this is pretty much a standard 2 Series BMW with a ginormous engine. I mean, this car has the engine of the you know, 2019 M3, which a little bit detuned. That car has something like 425 horsepower, but this car has 405 horsepower. I just keep saying that, but it's so much power for a small, you know, rear-wheel drive car like this one is. So now when I saw that this dealer had this car in stock, I said to myself, oh man, I got to go check that out, because in my mind this is pretty much a perfect BMW sports car. You know, they have huge, you know, 400, 503 horsepower SUVs, but if I hit the lottery today, I would quite possibly maybe buy these two cars right next to me, this M2 competition and the M5 competition. That's a whole other level up of performance. But I want to give a shout out to Sun Motors BMW for letting me take a look at this car. I'm actually going to go do a video shortly with an 8 Series Grand Coupe, which I think is the best looking BMW on sale today. But leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about this car. For my money, I'm thinking this is a pretty damn good sports car. $60,000, this is used, but just the overall styling and the sort of a little bit ratcheted up as far as appearance over the standard M2 just sort of puts it over the top of my book. So somebody give me some money so I can buy this car, please. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at GemmyD on cars. Got lots more BMW content plus some other cool cars that I'm going to be driving in the near future. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.